Today, I'm coming to you with a history of the guy behind one of the oldest brands. It has been around for many decades, Lacoste. It's all fun and jokes until you make $1 million from it. This is the history of the legendary tennis player Renee Lacoste, who found the luxury brand Lacoste. He went from jokingly branding his shirt with a crocodile to making millions of dollars selling clothing with crocodile symbols on them. But how did the crocodile joke start? And how did he turn Lacoste into a multi-billion-dollar brand? Renee Lacoste was born on the 2nd of July 1904 in Paris, France. His parents, Magdalene and John Jew Lacoste, were upperclassmen in society, so Renee could do whatever he wanted. However, he took an interest in tennis when he was 15 years old. Renee enjoyed playing tennis so much that he wanted to make a career out of it. His father, John Jew Lacoste, was not intrigued with the possibility of a tennis career for his son because Renee was not as skilled as other top tennis players. After seeing his son's passion for tennis, John Jew Lacoste eventually gave Renee his blessing on the condition that he became a world champion in 5 years. This was a big challenge, but Renee wanted to prove himself to his father, so he began his intense training for 3 years. In 1922, Renee entered his first tennis competition, which was the Wimbledon Championship Grand Slam tournament, but unfortunately, he lost in the first round. He was disturbed about these results because of the pressure from his father to succeed. The next year, he entered his first competition in the United States. Things were a little better this time as he had made it to the 4th round, but was narrowly defeated by Cecil Campbell. But he continued his training diligently. In 1926, Renee won the U.S. Championship against John Barotra. Renee is attributed with inventing the tennis ball machine, and he has had more phenomenal conquests in his tennis career. But how did any of this lead to the creation of the Lacoste brand? Renee had a unique style of playing tennis and was nicknamed Crocodile by journalists. The crocodile nickname made its way to France, and Renee loved it. The name highlighted his dedication of never giving up. Later on, the Davis Cup team were in a crucial match, and their captain promised Renee crocodile skin suitcase if they won. Renee took him on that promise and went ahead to win the match. After winning the match, Robert George designed a signature crocodile and embroidered it on Renee's blazer. He wore the blazer to the court during his next game, and his confidence drew the eyes of tennis fans. Although Renee had been wearing the crocodile branded blazer to every game, it wasn't until 5 years later that the Lacoste brand finally launched. Renee realized that a long-sleeved button-up shirt was very uncomfortable to play in and did not enhance the player's flexibility. This observation led to him designing the first version of the official tennis uniform today, but it was still in the production stage and did not launch yet. In 1933, Renee asked André Gillier, the owner of the largest French knitwear manufacturing firm at the time, to embroider the crocodile on the front of his tennis shirt, which he wore to the next game. After that, they produced more t-shirts, and this migrated into a business. The company was officially registered as La Société Chimie Lacoste, and it used Renee as the brand ambassador. Renee's sportswear was revolutionary at the time because it was short-sleeved jersey, knit polo shirt, instead of the traditional button-up shirt. Renee Sportswear grew even more popular and could not gain a license to sell their products under the Lacoste name in the United States. In 1950, the Lacoste started a partnership with a corporation in the United States called Izod. They created a sub-brand called Izod Lacoste that produced Lacoste-branded clothing. Lacoste started by producing only white-colored branded sportswear, but in 1950, after their partnership with Izod, they started producing t-shirts of other colors. By 1970, Lacoste sportswear had gained full popularity in the United States. 7 years later, other sports companies in the US started making similar shirts and logos for their brand, and the worth of Lacoste brand grew even more. Even after his retirement from tennis in 1932, Renee continued to design innovative sports goods. His expanded Lacoste sporting territory grew from just sportswear to sports goods. In 1964, Renee's son Bernard Lacoste took over the company. He had been in charge of the partnership between Izod and Lacoste, but within the 80s, teenagers started addressing the brand as just Izod instead of Izod Lacoste. In 1993, Lacoste ended their partnership with Izod after Lacoste regained exclusive US rights to distribute shirts under its own brand. On the 12th of October 1996, the crocodile Renee Lacoste died at 92 years old. In 2000, they changed the creative director of Lacoste from Gilles Rosier to Christophe Lemaire. This decision helped reestablish Lacoste's popularity as not just a sportswear company, but also a luxury fashion brand. Under the new administration, Lacoste diversified their products away from just clothing. Lacoste branded out to other areas of fashion and began producing footwear, eyewear, leather goods, fragrances, towels, and watches. In 2005, Bernard Lacoste fell sick and handed over the company to his younger brother Michael Lacoste. Michael had worked in the company for years and was very experienced, thus very capable of carrying on the legacy. On the 21st of March 2006, Bernard died and the company mourned the loss of their second president. In 2007, Lacoste introduced an e-commerce site for the company, and by 2010, Lacoste began using celebrities as brand ambassadors. Today, the crocodile logo for the Lacoste brand speaks for the company. The brand is extremely popular and has gained millions of fans on and off social media. Lacoste started the Renee Lacoste Foundation to help children play sports in school and give them a supportive community. It has grown from a company named after a bet to a prestigious brand. That's all about Lacoste. You can comment to let me know which other designer brand you'd like me to review next. Thanks a lot for joining me. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.